right. Hi again. The purpose of this video is to talk a little bit more about tasks and how well tasks integrates with Google Calendar. In fact, I prefer to use tasks with Calendar over tasks with Google Mail. Let's start by pointing out where they are. They're up here with the full day events. Now, if you have a field trip, you might notice, field trip to Science Museum. You'll notice that it's in a different color. It's a color based on your calendar, but all the tasks are going to be their own unique calendar. And what marks a task separate from any kind of calendar event is they have a check mark next to them. So tasks work very similarly to any other object in Google Calendar, which means you can drag them around and you can click on them for more details. What makes them a little bit different is you can mark a task completed instead of deleting it. And I don't know about you, but I love marking things off a to-do list. Even as I make these videos, I'm marking off how many videos I have to make and when I'm done with one. So if you're that kind of person, you might see the value in tasks. And like I said earlier, what I think of calendar as is during the day with the times, this is a place I need to have my body. And then the tasks are things I need to do when I'm not supposed to be somewhere else, right? And of course, you might have to be somewhere and be doing something simultaneously, but it is such a distinct category for me that I like to separate these things out. What I like about tasks is, let me put these things back where they were, is that if it's a task that needs to happen every single day, instead of marking it completed, you can just move it to the next day. Hey, it's Thursday, I need to walk the dog. I have to run out for lunch and walk the dog. Well, I've got to do that tomorrow. So I just put that over there on the next day, and it just keeps me moving. What do I have to do today? And even my daily tasks, I do that. Even weekly tasks can work because you can take a Tuesday report to the boss and you can edit it and change it from this Tuesday to the next Tuesday. And then suddenly when you get to next Tuesday morning and your reports are due, you'll have a reminder there. All of your tasks are available from this lower right-hand corner that says Show Side Panel, and you just click on Tasks right here. And again, it puts them in chronological order from overdue and not done to stuff that's due tomorrow to stuff that's due later than that. So if I move this here, it will quickly update to today. But even better is whether I mark it complete here or I mark it complete here, it gets off my list. And that means I get to focus on the things that I should be doing. Just a little note here, I put 1s and 2s and 3s. I legitimately use this for my own organization system. A 1 is meant to be something I can do that day that will take somewhere between 15 minutes and an hour. A 2 is either it's going to take multiple days or it's something that's going to need some prep and a little bit of extra legwork and bringing people in and communication. And a 3 is kind of an ongoing, week-long, month-long, all-year-long kind of project that I'm working on. And so I use those to help me, like, how much time do I have? I have time to get a 1 done. What 1 should I get done? In case tasks doesn't show up, go to your left menu and make sure this box here is checked. And the very first time you use tasks, you do have to create a task with this tasks button, and you'll have to add a task for the very first time and say, my first task. And you don't have to add a due date, but everything's got a due date, right? In reality. So I like adding due dates because then it throws it on my calendar. If you don't put a due date, it's somewhere near the bottom, and I find that not so helpful. I think that's it. Oh, if one last troubleshooting trick, if this box doesn't show up or they don't show up on your calendar, just refresh your Chrome and tasks should show up after you've created your first task. What's great after that is clicking up here, instead of creating an event, you can create a task right from Google Calendar and say, my second task.